right, good afternoon. It's Friday. Ooh, falling over here. Let's go ahead and get started in a seat. So just find any comfortable seated position, legs crossed, or if you want to sit on a pillow or a blanket or something, kind of elevate those hips a little bit. If you can, let's just do a big shoulder roll. So we'll bring those shoulders up by the ears, send them down and back, lifting through that chest. Let's just give it a couple shoulder or neck rolls. So bring the ear to one side, then chin to the chest, then over to that other side. Just back and forth, nice and easy. So we'll just stay with these little half circles. And then we'll lift that head back up. Okay, tuck that chin to the chest, not tucking it down, but think somebody's pulling, your ears are pulling straight back. So you're kind of giving yourself a double chin. That's what I'm trying to say. And now from here, it doesn't have to be super, super exaggerated, just that slight motion is sort of lengthening through that spine, okay, through our neck. And then just lift that head up, look up. And then bring it forward. Again, slight tug of that chin. Lift that head up. Bring it down. Last time. Lift, look up. Good. Bring it back down. Now we'll go chin to the chest, hold here. Sweep that ear over to that right side. We can lift that right arm up. Just really gently place your hand on the other side of your head. Now, we're not really pulling, almost just the weight of your hand is going to give you that little bit more stretch. We don't want to be really forceful with this. We've got a lot of really small muscles that we want to be careful with. And bring it back up. And then we'll drop that ear, the left ear to that left shoulder, that left arm, and just reach for the other side of the head. Again, really gentle. And we'll bring it back up. Reach both arms up tall. We're going to twist it over to that right side. So sit really tall on that inhale. Exhale, look over that shoulder as we twist. Bring it back to center. Reach it up. Twist it to that other side. Again, sit tall and twist. Bring it back to center. We're going to reach those arms up. I see you guys. So we're going to bend into all mirror you. That right elbow. Pat yourself on the back. Left hand reaches for that right elbow. Sit tall. Press that head back. Core stays tight. And then find a little side stretch over to that left side. And inhale, bring it back up. Let's switch sides. Bending into that left elbow. Sitting tall. Press that head back. And then find that side. Bend over to the right side. Good, and bring it back up. Reaching those arms up again. We'll twist it over to that right side. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, twist it to that left side. And bring it back to center. You want to make your way onto those hands and knees. Plant those hands down right underneath those shoulders. Knees are right underneath those hips. On that inhale, we're going to drop that belly, lift the chest, lift the tailbone as we look up. Exhale, we'll round that spine, press the shoulder blades away. Draw that belly up and in. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest, lift the tailbone, gaze up. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, round. And then bring it back to neutral spine. Let's slide those hands forward. Okay, spreading those fingers out, press into those palms, and then we'll soften that forehead. Maybe the chest down towards the mat. Okay, so really active through those arms. Gripping those fingertips in the mat, pulling those forearms towards each other, and then we'll soften that chest out. So a little chest, or little stretch through those shoulders, and maybe even you'll feel it in that upper back. Now slide it forward to a forearm plank. Okay, so the forearms lower down, just right underneath the shoulders. Forearms are parallel to each other. Stepping those feet back to our plank. Hold here. Really strong through those legs. Let's go 4, 5 more breaths. Let's go 3, 2, and 1. Drop those hips down, point those toes. That Sphinx pose. So draw those elbows back, lift up through that top of the head. And then we'll relax it down. Hands come underneath the shoulders. We're gonna go back into a plank, but on your hands this time. Okay, so a high plank, and gripping into those fingertips, gripping those palms into the mat. Another couple breaths. Now we're gonna drop those heels over to that left side. Right arm's gonna reach up. Okay, now we're gonna add on to this, but the modification would be just to lower this left shin. That's the name of it, down to the mat. Okay, so from here, squeeze those legs together. Now we're just gonna lower those hips down so they're hovering right above the mat and lift them back up. Okay, so just a little pulse, down, up, down, up. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold. And back to our front plank. We'll go to the other side, dropping those heels over to that right side. The left arm is reaching up. And then we'll do those pulses. So drop, lift. We'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift, hold. And come back to our front plank. Another breath, warming up that core. And send those hips up and back. Downward facing dog. So you can pedal out those feet a little bit, sway those hips. And I will inhale on the toes. Bend those knees, stepping those feet all the way up to the hands. Bring the hands to the shins. Flatten out that back. So big hamstring stretch. Exhale, fold. Another breath. Bend those knees, flatten out that back. Rise on up to standing. Interlace those fingers. Flip those palms to face up. And then we'll bend it over to the right. Inhale it back up. Over to the left. Inhale, bring it back up. Release those arms down into that field goal. So making U shape with those elbows, with those arms. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, draw those elbows down. Inhale it back up. Last time, pull those elbows down. Big lift of that chest. And then we'll straighten those arms. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Stretching those knuckles down towards the ground first. And then hands can come away from the hips. And release those arms back up. Reaching down, touching those toes. Hold it here for a breath or two. Now heel to walk those feet out a little bit wider. Those toes are going to tone out. Heels will turn in. We're going to sink those hips down into our squat. So core is tight. Chest is lifted. Hands are at heart center. Same with that breath. Now we're going to press those knees out as we stand up, coming out of that squat. And then we'll sit back down. Good. Pause here. And press it back up. And down. And up. And down. Hold. Let's go 3 more. Go up. And down. Up. Down. Last one. Up. And down. Holding it here. 4, 5. Knees out. 4, 3, 2, 1. And straighten those legs. Turn those toes parallel to each other as we fold. And now bend into those knees, flatten out that back. Let's come back up to standing. Again, we'll interlace those fingers, point those palms up, side stretch over to the right. Inhale, bring it back up, over to the left. And inhale, bring it back up. One time, draw those elbows down, lift through that chest. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, draw it down. We'll interlace those fingers behind the back, open up through the chest, through the shoulders. One more breath. Release those arms up. Again, straighten those legs as we fold. Heel to walk those feet out a little bit wider. So again, we'll come back to the squat. So squat position with those feet. Sink those hips down. We'll hold. Again, there's just 3 of them this time. So we'll go up, down, that's 1. Up and down, that's 2. Good, press up and down, that's 3. Holding it at the bottom. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten those legs as we fold. Now let's come back up to standing. Moving on, we're going to take a big step back with that left foot. And let's just slowly lower that back knee down towards the mat. Reach those arms up. Now keep that core tight. We're going to open up kind of the, not the normal way that we twist, but just reaching, so we'll go right arm forward, left arm reaches back, looking towards that left hand. Now, bring it just straight forward. Keep pressing the hips forward, and then we'll open up. Bring it together. Open it up. Bring it together. Now we'll go to the other side. Right arm reaches back, and together. Left arm reaches back. Or no, right arm reaches back, sorry. Together, same side, and reach it back. So twisting towards that front knee, keep that core tight, and now we'll reverse it. Left arm is reaching up, right hand reaching for that hamstring. Pressing those hips forward a little bit more. And then reach both arms up, okay, pressing into that front foot, the back toes. We're gonna lift it back up into that lunge. Hold it here. And step those feet together. Good. Reaching those arms up and back, maybe interlacing those fingers. And then we'll go to the other side, okay? Take that big step back with that right foot. Core is tight, rib cage down, tailbone down, sink into that front knee. And then we're just gonna slowly lower that back leg all the way down to the mat. So reaching those arms forward. So pressing the hips forward. Left knee is forward. We're gonna keep the left arm forward. We're gonna twist that right hand back. Bring it together. Twist, open up. Bring it back. And last time, right arm is reaching back. Bring it back together. And we'll switch sides. So now the left arm is going to reach back. Right arm reaches forward. Bring it together. Press it on back. Reach it back. Come to center. Last time, reach that left arm back. Hold it here. And then we'll reverse it. Right hand reaches up. Left hand is reaching for that back hamstring. So 3, 2, 1. Reaching those arms back up. Going the back toes under so we can lift out of this lunge. Coming up into that high lunge. Hold here. Building that strength through those legs. One more breath. And then step both feet forward. Again, you can interlace those fingers. I even like to flip the palms up for this one. It's a little stretch to the upper body, shoulders as well. And then exhale. Find that forward fold. Flat back on that inhale. And exhale, fold. Now again from here, I'm gonna take that right foot, big step up with the left foot. Right foot stays planted down. Okay, lower that knee down, press those hips forward. If that right knee wants to kind of open up a little bit more, that's That's fine. Right arm is gonna reach up. So pressing the hips forward. Try not to twist with it, and keeping the hips level and then press forward. Now start to bend that back knee. Maybe we just stay here where we're just starting to bend the knee, or maybe we can reach it back, grab onto that foot, and then pull that knee for that heel a little bit closer to that left glute, or side, opening up, twisting. And then we'll release it. Lower the hands down. Let's just lift that back knee up, holding here in this lunge. One more breath. And then we'll step that left foot forward. Pause it in that forward fold. And then we'll go to the other side. So big step back with that right leg. The back knee lowers down. And that knee can come out to the side. Just keep those hips in the middle of the mat. Then we'll start to twist, reaching that left arm up, and then start to bend that back knee. Okay, so we want to get to the point where we're pressing those hips forward enough that we're on the muscle right above the knee and not on that kneecap. Okay, now you can start to maybe reach for that foot, pulling that heel right towards that left glute. Keep that chest open, core tight. Big stretch through that front of the leg, through that quad. And release that foot. Again, curl those toes under, hands plant down, lift that back leg up. Just holding here in this lunge. Light on those fingertips, strong through those legs. Good, now step both feet forward, find that flat back, and fold. You can keep those feet about hip distance apart. We're gonna rise up to standing, reach up tall. We're gonna sink those hips down into our chair, okay? So sit as low as you can in the chair. You can even bring those hands to heart center, okay? Because we need to sit really, really low here, so go lower, lower, lower. Maybe reach the arms forward, helps you with balance. If you need to lift up onto those heels or onto those toes, that's fine. But sink those hips down, low, low, low. And then we'll sit on back. Lifting those feet up, we're gonna come into our boat pose, a little more core for our Friday. Keep lifting through that chest, back is nice and flat. We'll hold it here. Maybe you extend those legs out. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug the knees. Roll it on back. Another breath. Not quite done yet. We'll roll it forward and back. Then come up to that boat, see if you can go right into that balance. We're gonna add twist this time. So both hands over to the right, really twist those shoulders, and then over to the left. So go 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. Pause at the center, and then again, roll it on back. One more time. Let's take another breath or two. And then bring it back up to that boat pose. Ooh. Find that balance. If you need to lower the toes down to the ground, that is an option. Here we go. Stay here in this boat. Big breath in. Extend it out long. So we want to keep the legs, the arms lifted. If that's a little bit too much, you can always lower it all the way down towards the back. Good. Use those arms. Exhale back up. Good. Inhale it down. Exhale it up. Last one. Inhale it down. Exhale it up. And roll all the way down. Then hug those knees in. Little rock from side to side. And lower those feet down. Walk those shoulder blades together, pressing into the bottoms of the feet. Roll those Roll the tailbone up, lifting one vertebrae at a time, really scooping that tailbone up core tight. 3 more breaths. And slowly lower those hips back down. Let's cross that right ankle over that left thigh, hugging that left hamstring or maybe that left shin. And keep that tailbone pulled down as we hug those knees in. And let's release it. Go to the other side. Keep that tailbone down. Lifting through that chest. And go ahead, release that foot down. Hug the right knee in. Left leg can just extend out long. Twist it over to that right side or over to the left side. Inhale, bring it back to center. Switching sides, left knee in, right leg extends out, and twist. Bring it back to center. Hug both knees in. Let's rock forward and back. Come up to that seat. Legs crossed, sitting tall. Let's take a couple breaths here. So hands are just resting on the knees, closing down those eyes, sitting tall. Big breath in through the nose. And out through the nose. 2 more times. Big breath in. And out. Last one. Big breath in. And out. All right. Thank you guys so much. Have a great rest of your Friday, a great weekend. We do have yoga tomorrow morning at 9:30, so hope to see you all there. But otherwise, have a good one.